Hey guys, welcome back to Tools on Tap.
Welcome back.
Where we talk about tools after work with a couple of beers. No tools will be used, I promise. At least not while we're drinking beer.
I think it's once it's in, once it's in,
you're
we'll
cut
off. You're cut off, Rob. You're cut off.
All joking aside, we won't be using the tools once we start drinking beer. But we want to talk today about this Dewalt 60-volt brushless, cordless, what do you call this? I call it a weed whacker. It's a gas trimmer or a grass trimmer.
String trimmer, whatever you want to call it.
It's not a gas trimmer. It's a grass trimmer.
Grass trimmer, yes. Yes, because it's powered by this FLEXVOLT 60-volt max platform. This is an upgrade, right, Rob?
Yeah, it is an upgrade. So it's a 3 amp hour on the 60 volt and a 9 amp hour on the 20 volt because it's a backwards compatible battery. Let's talk about this trimmer. Interesting design. I used it, I tried to do a run test with it, and I'll explain how that run test went in a minute.
Okay.
But I did use it. It was powerful. Yeah, it's quiet.
Yep, which is the benefit of the battery operated. You don't have the gas, you don't have
and it's lightweight.
Yep.
There's no smell, there's no fumes. No, it's balanced. It's 12 pounds. It's lightweight.
Yeah.
It's long, but what I found is they put the motor down by the head.
Yeah.
So we'll show you.
You can see that. Yeah. Get that.
So there's no shaft. There's no shaft running through.
Well, there's a shaft.
There's no drive shaft, is what I mean. And basically, so the motor is right at the working end of the tool. So it's probably like a direct drive motor.
Yeah.
It's brushless. So the gear drive, it's pretty rugged.
The drive, you don't have the vulnerability of the drive shaft going, right?
You don't have the risk of that maintenance or wearing out, greasing, or whatever they have to do. It has a 15-inch swath cutting path, dual cords.
Yep.
Right here. See how there's two coming out of here?
Yep.
And then they have that push button and that.
Yep. You just slap it on the ground
and it refeeds.
Yep.
There is a cool trigger on it. It's like a safety. So the top one you press down with the web of your hand. That's your safety, and then your other hand is a trigger. And as you pointed out, kind of vulnerable to drops. I mean, if you drop that in the right spot, it might break. They stick out. They're not protected.
Yeah, well, we were talking about this. This looks like a little hanging member, but it's pretty heavy duty, and maybe that is designed to. If you look at the plane,
I didn't think of that.
So maybe, but
to sit the tool down flat too, right? Keep it off keep the trigger. Keep the trigger.
Ground. Yeah,
from hitting the ground here.
Yep.
I thought it was a hook.
Yeah.
If you look at that closely, it looks like a hook.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean, regardless, and obviously they're building that in to protect these vulnerable pieces, but they just, like I was saying, they just seem a little chintzy. You know?
They do.
It's a little chintzy.
Like this switch, activate the switch back and forth. There's a high-low switch. The switch seems kind of, I guess chintzy's the right word. This is supposedly designed for professional use, heavy-duty use, right? Yeah. So we consider ourselves what? Pro homeowners, right? Pro contractors who own homes. So
the only lawn I'm trimming is mine. I'm not doing 17 people's in an afternoon, you know.
But I would buy this on the Dewalt platform because I run the table saw and the miter saw and a few other FLEXVOLT. So that's where this would come in handy as a pro homeowner. Yeah. I always joke that every pro is a DIYer at home, and a lot of DIYers try to be pros and screw things up. But
and I think like DeWalt, Makita. I mean, the big tool brands recognizes this as an opportunity for them to get into this space where they're going after landscapers. And the problem is that maybe for this, they're running these tools all day. And the recharging the batteries, they quite haven't caught up, but they're getting into the space now, and with things like the FLEXVOLT and the 9 amp hour battery from Milwaukee and the 36 volt dual battery technology from Makita, they're stepping it up so they can last longer.
Yep, they're all doing it.
But still, like I think Steel has this great video of these guys that have like solar panels on their car, and they use all batteries, and they've got like the backpacks and stuff.
That's cool.
So it's getting there, and there's a market for the fact that there's no noise, there's no fumes, so there's no noise pollution, and you're not polluting the air. I
have no doubt in 20 years there'll be no gas powered tools anywhere. It'll all be cordless, battery powered. I wanted to just say
you heard it here first, folks.
I wanted to say one more thing about this trigger. It's a variable speed trigger, and like I said, I don't know. I'm questioning the durability of the trigger. There's a little bit of slop in it. There's a little bit of slop in the battery compartment with the tabs index.
I mean, it looks cool, but they're just...
Yeah, it's $250 with one battery. So you get
it's not bad.
Yeah, the battery itself's $100, right? Yeah. So it's a $250 tool, comes with a charger, battery, and a spool already on it.
Yep.
And, you know...
it's compatible with two different gauge lines.
0.80 and maybe 0.90 or something like 0.95. That's it. 0.80 and 0.95 gauge cord.
0.0. Whatever it is.
Oh, or
standard
like
stuff that you find.
I don't even know what that means.
It's standard stuff you find on. It's compatible.
I'm just gonna buy cords. If it fits.
But I don't think Dewalt's trying to make their money off of spools of plastic.
They probably won't sell the accessories. But here's the dig, guys. Would I buy this? Yes. In the battery platform, I would love to be able to run my home tools on my battery platforms. The problem with this particular tool is I went to do a runtime test because I wanted to tell you, hey, it lasts 15, 20, 30 minutes. And it lasted about 5 and then completely stopped working. Battery was still charged. Threw another battery in it because I have multiple batteries.
Yep.
Can't get it to work. So I'm guessing it's that slop in the battery or there's something wrong with it. This is
the devil's in the details.
Yeah. So we're going to return this to Dewalt and try to figure out what the problem is. But I'm guessing I have a lemon.
Yep.
Overall,
I mean, it's yellow.
It is yellow.
Which would be
a lemon, yellow. Yeah. I get that. That's funny.
DeWalt probably doesn't like that.
No.
But the other thing about the trigger I just want to say is like the high-low thing. And I know Rob Robillard, and he runs on 1 speed, and that's high.
I don't get it.
So the high-low, you know, I'm like, the trimmer I have has a high-low, and I'm like, I'm just...
Well, you know, variable speed trigger, right? So high-low, but also variable speed.
Yeah.
What if the low is to just... I don't know, dialing in when you're near a flower.
I got like a nice soft start, you know, but then when you want to rip things to shred, you want to rip things to shreds.
I have no idea what the high-low is for. Yeah. It's staying on high.
And by all means, we are not professional landscapers, so there's probably some blue Bermuda grass that needs to be...
That was good. It's bluegrass, actually.
Bluegrass?
And then Bermuda grass. I think. I don't know. There's rye. Anyway, we're talking about grasses now. Guys...
Time to end it, I'd say so.
Thank you for watching. This has been an episode of Tools on Tap, where we just talk about tools after work while we're having a beer. We'll see you next time.
Have a good one.